Unfortunately, even that winning streak of 2 games had to come to an end. And what's disappointing is, I think, what we were talking about just in the mid-show was we've enjoyed the games because they've gone down to the wire. This one, nothing close. So just a shadow of the team that we used to be. But look, I'm tired of pointing fingers and saying this is what we need to do, this is what we need to do. But it's hard, right? It's
hard.
disappointing.
It's a wake up call. I think last match में भी हम लोग का except for Sky के बदले जो अभी आज रमनदीप थे, forget that. Basically same number of batsmen लेके गए थे last match में.
Correct,
Just
yeah.
because we fired,
Yeah.
उसके लिए we didn't realize कि 6 wicket के बाद
Yes.
हम लोग के पास यही थे.
Yeah.
जो आज realize हुआ.
Correct.
In a tough
Correct.
situation, we didn't have batsmen.
Yes.
So I think it's a wake up call, and अगर positively ले तो probably add someone who can, अगर मुरुगन के बदले someone like Hrithik Shokeen who can spin and bat.
Correct.
Sanjay Yadav.
Even 𝑳𝑰𝑽𝑬 could be
or
an option.
Leopold Brevis, yeah.
But do you all think that today, in place of Ramandeep, we could have had Anmol? Do you think that that would have been a better option somewhere?
Not really. So again, like Anmol खेलता जीत जाते, that doesn't change the fact हम लोग की batting सिर्फ 5
Correct.
ही थे. Like 6 wicket down,
See,
we had
we have
Sarf and
again,
Murugan on the
yes,
crease to
yes.
save us.
Guys,
Yes.
I think the problem जहाँ पे गलती होती है ना वो ये है कि यार 5-6 के बाद we go blank.
Exactly.
Like कुछ
Yeah.
है ही नहीं मतलब
Correct.
you know at least मुझे जैसा you know just like I said that okay maybe Tim David अगर ऊपर जाता है Pollard नीचे आता है
They
but then
tried
it's-
something, but I mean that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
unfortunately.
If you have like about 8 odd batsmen in a team, which most successful IPL teams do have, you can make even 170 look like it's easy. Today I think we made 165 look like we're chasing 200. Like
Correct.
we were
Correct.
never
Correct.
in the game because again, and I still stand by the fact that with the team we have right now, if 2 or 3 of our good players, our experienced players come to the party, we would have won at least 3 other out
Yes,
of the 8
Chiru,
or
yeah.
9 games that
Correct.
we've lost.
Correct.
I think Rohit Sharma, unfortunate,
Yeah.
but needs to step up,
Yes.
lead from the front.
Yes.
And look, it's disappointing, but I mean that's the nature of the beast, and that is the nature of this season. Let's bring on the fans and see what they have to say. All right, guys, welcome. Tough day at the office for 2 fans, except Abhijit, who I'm sure is going to give us a big ripe smile. So I'll start with you, Abhijit. Congratulations. I think doing the double on MI is always a good feeling, and especially when a team hasn't generally performed that well against us. कैसा महसूस हो रहा है, Abhijit? Of course, you must be top of the world.
First of all, we have not qualified. That's a disappointing. We are yet to qualify, but we are on the verge of getting out. But winning against MI 2 times in a season, especially when people say 22-6, now it's 22-9, whatever. So that's a different feeling altogether because, honestly speaking, KKR and Mumbai, the rivalry, and we have been in the receiving end for so long. It's a great feeling, and the way we dominated. If you leave Ishan Kishan 51 and Jasprit Bumrah's 5 wickets, there was nothing from Mumbai side, and that's was kind of 80% one-sided match from KKR side.
Yeah, true.
Correct. Muskan, I think we've done phenomenally well in the first half to restrict them to around 160 plus because Jasprit Bumrah played fabulously well. But what do you think was the turn around in the second half that cost us the match today?
Well, I think the way Rohit got out, unfortunate. That was
Yeah.
very unfortunate,
Yes.
and I think the team lost the momentum from there on. And then we got 3 runouts. That's just not acceptable.
Right.
The middle order didn't step up. I mean, very disappointed with the performance.
Completely agree. In fact, मतलब एक बात बताओ, because as an MI fan, गौरव आपसे पूछना है मुझे. Just be honest and openly tell कि क्या-क्या गड़बड़ है MI के batting order में, because there are multiple issues to be honest.
इतना लंबा शो नहीं है.
I think we could have at least gone a bit closer to where we ended up.
Yeah.
Like we ended up too far, I think. जहाँ तक बात है कि कहाँ गड़बड़ है, I think middle order हमारा सूर्या के बिना बहुत weak है.
Yeah.
Ramandeep was not at all up to like half of what Surya's level, and I think turning point of the match was Ishan getting out at a very very wrong time. I think we were marginally in the game when Ishan and Paulie were there. I had some bit of hope, even though towards the end my perennial optimism had Pollard can do some wonders. Like back in 2020, 2019.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it was not our day.
It was a disappointing loss, but आपका आवाज और ट्यून सुन के सब सूद आउट हो गया, पीसफुल लग रहा है मुझे अभी काफी।
लग रहा है कि आपने बहुत अच्छा डिनर खाया है। व्हाट डू यू हैव फॉर डिनर वो बता दो, हमको भी खुश कर दो।
नहीं मतलब बहुत बहुत ज्यादा बुरा लग रहा है। आई थॉट कि when we were disqualified and out of the playoffs race हम लोग बहुत अच्छा एक fearless brand of cricket खेलेंगे, but somehow it is not coming up. Somehow it is
Yeah,
not
I think that's the problem, right? When we all thought that now we'll go for broke because we're not in contention anymore. So go all out. Muskan, coming to you, unfortunately, now I can't even ask you to show me the Muskan because we have no reason to. Do you think a little more experimentation is required or give, and I asked this in the mid-show also, I think the question is more pertinent now. Do you think it's now essential to at least back a team of 11 that we think might start next season, of course, with the inclusion of Jofra Archer, or do you think a little more experimentation is required?
So, like Dhoni said yesterday, it's not about the performance now. It's about that. It's not about qualifying now. It's about our pride now. We are already out of the tournament. We can do various experiments. So, like CSK and KKR have very deep down batting. They bat till 9, I guess.
Yeah.
And our batting ends at 6. This has been happening since the first or second match when our openers couldn't score good runs, and we are really very, very, very dependent on Sky. He is our standout batter, and he has been since a lot of seasons now. So without him, even our middle order seems clueless. So we need to, maybe rotate more. Ishan, this has been a problem with Ishan since so long. He just couldn't rotate the strike. Either he goes big or he plays dot balls.
Yeah.
So we need to do some experiments.
पर मुस्कान, like अगर Sky is not, like he's ruled out for the entire tournament right now, तो उसके बदले who is the nearest best replacement for him?
So like today also, like we played Ramandeep. We could have played Shauki. Ramandeep I feel that he is nowhere near to Shauki. Shauki was bowling exceptionally well. He was batting exceptionally well. I was hurt in the last 2 matches also when they sent Shauki after Daniel Sams. That was, just not acceptable. Guy batted so well in the matches he played. The first match he played, I don't remember whom against it was, but he batted so well and he was even bowling exceptionally well.
Muskan, sorry to cut you off, but I don't think Ritik Shaukin would bat at number 3. I think that is why they probably, because he's not number 3 batsman. So I'll ask that question back to you. If you did get a Ritik Shaukin who does not bat at number 3, who would you kind of put up the order to bat at arguably one of the most vital batting positions in a team in a T20 game?
So Tilak was anyways doing better at the up the order.
Fair
Tilak would have played there. Then we had
Brevis ka sakta hai.
No, I just wanted number 3. That's okay. We don't need to discuss the entire batting. Number 3 is good enough. Tilak is a fair. I'll accept that.
In fact, Abhijit, मुझे एक बात बताओ, आप जीतने के बाद भी इतना खुश नहीं लग रहे हो? Is it because more than KKR doing well, it is MI जिसने हाराकिरी की? Is that, it's a Marathi word, but yeah.
Harakiri.
Can you please unmute yourself?
Okay. Honestly speaking, this is one of those seasons where you lose interest in teams like Mumbai Indians and Chennai Super Kings because the way they have played. And honestly speaking, Mumbai Indians not playing good is not a good sign for IPL. What I see positive in Mumbai Indians squad is last year's squad was one of the world 11 they could put in, whereas all the players from their team has gone to represent and become key player to other franchise, be it Krunal or Trent Bolt or Hardik. Yeah. So this year could be one nursery point where these players can become superstar in coming 1 or 2 years. And the reason why I'm not that happy is because the term mathematically is we know where it stands. When the moment you start putting calculator in your hand, you know where you stand. So, it will take a lot of, it will be like a miracle if we still qualify. So, this is just like our season can be done if we lose like a close game, or even if we win with a very small margin.
But you know what
That's
else is
why
a
this,
miracle, buddy?
phase.
You know what else is a miracle? I'm copying you from last season and I'm wearing the pads that you wore in support of my team this time. Because I remember
Yeah,
last season.
I'm very glad you remember.
Of course,
Because
bro.
winning against MI is something, it has come 8 times in 14 years. So
Yeah.
that's called for a celebration.
100%. You should. I mean, if it's your team, they played well. You have every right to celebrate. In fact, I was copying you, brother. I was trying to be a VG today with your energy.
इनफैक्ट इट्स फनी मतलब
Yeah.
लास्ट ईयर जब जीतते जा रहे थे तो कंप्लेन करे कितना जीतेगी एमआई एंड अभी फैन चले यार कितना हारोगे
अरे
तुम
अभी
लोग
तुम
आई
जीत
थिंक देयर शुड बी
रहे हो।
सम बैलेंस
Correct.
But, yeah.
अभिजीत, पैट कमिंस आज ऑब्वियसली बैट से नहीं कंट्रीब्यूट कर पाए, लेकिन बॉलिंग से अभी कंट्रीब्यूट कर पाए. तो यू थिंक कि पैट कमिंस वर्सेस मुंबई इंडियंस हैज बिकम अ थिंग राइट नाउ?
Definitely the way he played in the last game and today.
Yeah.
So sometimes this kind of matchups bring very interesting results. I mean, put a sleeping Rohit Sharma in Kolkata and he will end up scoring a 50 in just to by sleepwalking. That's the kind of matchup like even Team Saudi and Rohit Sharma. I mean, God knows how that spike came, but these matchups brings a fun element in the game. And honestly speaking, those 3 wickets also at that moment I was not expecting, but and maybe that was a luck that Pat Cummins bring in with a Mumbai Indians game that worked today.
बट आपको कहीं ना कहीं लगा कि 165 एक्चुअली इज डिफेंडेबल?
एक्चुअली अगर सच बताऊं तो मोमेंटम जैसे ब्रेक हुआ था विद दैट जसप्रीत बुमराह स्पेल, आप एक एक्सपेक्ट कर रहे हो कि 190 200 180 का स्कोर होने वाला है, बट जैसे ही आपका एक्सपेक्टेशन कट हो जाता है और आप 165 पे रेस्ट्रिक्ट हो जाते हो, सडनली आपको नहीं लगता. क्योंकि ईशांत किशन का भी एक पारी याद है 17 या 18 में, he also played some good innings against KKR, and Rohit Sharma has been absolutely brilliant and lethal against KKR. So these two, अगर मतलब 10 ओवर में 70 या 80 पे 0 विकेट भी होता, तो then also without Surya Kumar Yadav, Mumbai Indians could have chased it very easily had they targeted out of form or Andre Russell, but that was not the day today. But
Yeah, absolutely, man. And on that note, buddy, I'm going to have to cut you off. Let's have a look at the match summit today. Kunal, take us through the sad news, man.
I know. KKR scoring 165 for 9 wickets. Mumbai Indians 17.3 overs में 113 all out. I think it was very disappointing. I think काफी wickets were unnecessary, and in fact timing as well भी काफी poor था in shots. I think Murugan Ashwin का जो shot था uppercut, I think it just showed lack of game presence. सीधा हाथ में कैच दे दिया था, proper fielder है. Anyway, Cummins picking 3 wickets for 22 runs. Russell picking 2 wickets and Saudi picking 1 wicket and giving away just 10 runs in 3 overs.
Yeah, but I mean, I'll tell you what, look, just if we have to pick out positives, which is becoming very hard game after game.
Yes.
I think Bumrah has to be, I'm so happy that he's finally
Absolutely,
performed. We saw it at halftime, his lovely wife with the 5 showcasing the number of wickets he took.
Yeah.
But look, again, it's a hard game and it's very hard, so I'm going to just let this simmer in. And we're all going to probably get like 3 odd hours of sleep today and just dream about what could have happened if Rohit Sharma hadn't played like that. What if Ishan Kishan didn't? But look, we promise you we'll be back to entertain you next game. And this is me saying goodbye on behalf of my entire team. We'll be back next game and see you soon. Bye-bye. Good night.